So makes us feel so hopeful about the world. It's not all dark and gloom and dim, and there are still good women left in the world.
Happy wife, happy life. That's some bull.
I do disagree with that. Generally, happy wife, happy life, happy in general, happy life. But what she's about to say, I would also agree with.
Okay? Happy wife, happy husband, happy life.
Well, thank you, baby.
If I'm happy and he's not happy, we will not have a happy life together.
Every single night his mum helps him like this whilst he practices football. I pray he makes it one day and makes her proud.
If he on the table.
I do not correct my husband. I believe that it is my responsibility to have the confidence to give him my perspective. Then we can talk about it and he can self-correct. I love him so much and I desire to honor and respect him. I'm not going to be disrespectful and talk to him like a child.
Now, hopefully this is
Respectable.
genuine. I can't lie, it does sound a little scripted to me. It's like she's written it down and remembered it. But what she's saying I like, and it's not about being a complete doormat.
Oh yeah. That's another thing it's about to mention. It's not about being a complete doormat.
I don't want a woman that just agrees with every single thing I say. But when she does disagree, you don't want there to be an argument. It's about communication.
Do you think I'm the top G?
No. Do you know who is?
Who?
You loyal.
What do you bring to the table when you're in a relationship?
Loyalty, sarcasm.
Oh, loyalty. That's a huge one.
I'm really hoping one day I can meet a girl who can bring sarcasm to my relationship.
I'm very sarcastic. If you can't get my sarcasm, we're not going to work. Without you even asking, I'll do something to make sure that your day is easier or that your life is easier. If he's having a bad day, I make sure like the food is cooked and that like the house is nice and clean. So when he comes home, he can ignore me for 5 minutes and breathe and have some time to himself.
This is actually the best answer we've had today.
The first thing that came out of her mouth was the most important, because that's what most men want, is a loyal woman. Now, if she's sarcastic and got a good sense of humour on top of that, then you're winning. She's definitely right about the little things, you know, when you've had a bad day and she wants to cook the meal, you can see she's trying to make an effort to make your day better. Most guys
Most important thing is the loyalty, though. That's more than anything.
are going to appreciate that. My mum still waits for my dad at the door after 17 years. When will this happen to me? Well, it might take a while because this generation's a little bit messed up.
What's the best relationship advice y'all
Yeah, that's sad.
can give?
Okay, this is my best advice, and this is awesome advice.
Oh. I loved what she said. I absolutely loved what she said. I've actually had this exact same talking point on one of the previous streams, which is what she about said. And she even used the same analogy as the percentages, which is exactly what I used before. I swear I didn't steal it from her, but you know, I just came across this video and she literally made the exact same point.
So listen closely.
All right, cool.
A marriage is not 50-50. Because if you give half, then you expect them to give half. It's 100%, 100%. That means you give all and they give.
Yeah, so great. Because so often people will say, well, a marriage is 50-50. And I get what you're trying to go for there. But then that makes an attitude of, well, I did my 50%. I'm going to sit down now and be lazy, and you do your 50%. Get it over with. And that's how business deals work, all right? That's not how a marriage is supposed to function. And I like exactly what she says, which is 100-100. You give 100% to the relationship as you possibly can, as you morally can as well, because you give a respectable percentage, most percentage, to God above. But yeah, that was just a great point, because 50-50 leads to an attitude. Imagine a man comes home from work, and then, you know, the wife is normally expected to do dishes. The dishes aren't completely done yet. And so he sits down and says, hurry up, do the dishes. That's kind of lazy, and it's not really how things are supposed to go. But if the husband comes home from work and sees that the wife has been working as hard as she can, giving 100% to the relationship, and then he says, well, okay, you know, I'll help with the dishes, and then once we're done, we can all sit down together with the kids and read the Bible and watch TV. That would be the perfect day for me.
Give all, and then it's never
how much you gave versus them, you both give everything.
She hit the nail on the head. A long-term relationship or marriage, it's not easy.
I'm gonna be honest here. I've never heard anyone give that advice besides me. That doesn't mean I am some sort of scholarly genius, kind of philosophical person or whatever. But I thought of that personally myself, and I thought, oh, that's such good advice. I love it. And then this lady said it after me, and I was like, she got it. Someone else got it. Nice.
And if one of you's putting in less effort, it's probably not going to get to the end.
I love your case.
What?
I love your case.
This?
Yes. Do you want?
Do you know One Piece? You know One Piece? No, I don't.
That also is big. If you like a certain TV show and then you find out someone else likes that exact TV show just as much as you do, that's also really big. You have something to sit down together and enjoy.
Do you know? What's his name?
Luffy.
No.
Oh no. It's.
He had to test her a little minute just to check if she was legit. But when he found out she was legit, that was it. He fell in love.
Oh my God. For real, Mom? Are you for real? Oh my God, Mom. I knew you were gonna do it.
Treat them like queens.
Most amount of time you've had sex in one day.
Wow.
Oh my God. We done it not so long ago, and we had it.
Yeah.
And this was led by her. She was.
It was
on
over 10,
heat.
wasn't it? I'm sure, because I remember
Yeah, it was-
I'd lost count.
I was done. I was like, babe, I can't do no more. you know that meme. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. All right. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
It's an important part of the relationship. You need emotional connection, you need physical connection. And if you're losing that, then why not try this?
Josh and I are in the middle of the 30-day intimacy challenge, aka 30 days of sex. Yeah. You're like, you guys? Yeah, we are.
Why?
Yeah,
Would
we're
you
on
do
like
that?
day 13.
Aren't you tired?
Her mind is blown.
No.
Oh, you're obsessed with that. Are you gonna get it?
I'm obsessed. And no, probably not.
You need to if you want it.
Yeah, but it's expensive.
All right, I'm gonna get it for you. Let's go to the checkout. I pinky promise I'm gonna get it for you.
Don't pinky promise.
That's why I brought you in here. I was gonna get it for you either way, because I knew you weren't gonna buy it.
Are you serious?
I pinky promise.
That's quite nice.
You're melting my heart.
Are you excited?
You're gonna make me cry, seriously.
Do you want it?
Are you serious?
Yes. Do you want it?
Baby.
Do you still want it?
Yes.
All right, let's go check out.
I love you.
I love you too.
Seriously.
All right, go to the checkout. Look at you.
So excited. Baby, you're...
Some people would have a problem with this because, as the man, I have to pay for everything, which not exactly what I would say. If it's something that you guys are doing together, like a date, like going out on the town, then yes, the man pays. But if it's just like a simple gift, then yeah, of course, yeah, go ahead, pay. But the boyfriend and girlfriend right now. But when they get married, it'll pretty much always be the man paying it for everything because he's winning the dough. Even though if the wife does use the credit card, she would technically be paying for it, but it'll be both of their money, so both of them will be paying for it.
You're the best, seriously.
No, you're the best.
Seriously. I'm excited. Seriously. I still can't believe this.
Is this your new obsession?
Yes, but not more than you.
She ain't getting his attention
Solid answer coming.
for at least another month. If you saw the last 2 episodes of this series, you'll know that I love seeing this. And it's not just because it's materialistic, it's the thought. Now, if you think this was good and you like gaming, then look at this clip.
Oh, this one's really wholesome. Sorry, the quality on the words is a little bad. Anyway, so she decided her boyfriend loves gaming, but he has no chair, so he games on the floor. So, context for the situation. Trying to upgrade the system. Although the one thing I do feel bad for, that if I were her boyfriend watching this back, I'd be like, "Dang on, why'd you carry that TV all up the stairs all by yourself and assemble it all by yourself? I mean, you should at least get like your brother or your dad to help you if you're gonna surprise me." That would be my first reaction watching this back. Like, gosh, you have to carry that all the way upstairs by yourself. That's a nice gaming setup. Either she saved up a lot for a while, or she's making money, because that's a pretty good setup. My setup is much worse than that. I don't know. I might do a crappy setup tour in the future. It's like one laptop, and then my camera is resting on a TV that I watch in my spare time, and then the ring light next to the camera, and then this little microphone. That's all. Literally all. This one's funny. I hope he was able to laugh after that. Sense of humor is a big thing. Very important thing.
Got him! Fellas, get yourself a go of a sense of humor. Life is so much easier and so much better when you can laugh together.
Well, this.
Yeah, wouldn't that just be so depressing? Staying at home all the time, having conversations with your wife, and she's always just like, yeah, it's nice. And like, you try to make a joke, and then they're like, take it completely seriously and not ironically at all. I do have people like that. I do say things ironically oftentimes, and they're like, why you say that? And I'm like, well, obviously I'm joking. That was a really stupid thing to say. And it's kind of annoying, because I don't know if I make it clear that I am being ironic and I am joking. But, you know, it kind of, you might get annoying eventually.
This is why, yeah.
So when you're searching for me because you heard he's drunk.
You don't.
Help me, please.
Ooh.
She's trying to take me home.
Don't worry, I'm his wife. I'm his wife, don't worry.
Are you sure about that?
He's a big problem.
keep
When did I
him
turn
drunk.
into a babysitter?
No. You tracked me. Listen, you tracked me down on my phone, and now
Yeah, at least one of you stayed sober for the night, because you need someone to drive home.
you're just trying to take me home.
If I didn't come and save him, where would he be right now?
Hey, Peter, help me. Help me. You're trying to take me home. Come on. Peter. I know,
Hey, stop talking to random girls.
I'm not talking to random girls. I don't want them. They look a bird, B. I don't want them. They look a bird.
I rate this clip and I rate this woman a lot. She didn't get angry with him. She's still letting him have a good time. They'll probably have good memories from this. There's so many women that start shouting at their man for this and it'll cause a massive argument. She's looking after him and she's still having a laugh with him.
Stop having sex with women who don't take you out on dates. You deserve.
Okay, now we're talking about hookups, which generally you don't have to worry about this if you're just married.
better.
Sensational.
So this girl got married to her boyfriend at 19 years old, started working a full-time job, told him to quit his so he could concentrate on his music. Now I think it's amazing that she's supporting her boy.
Quit your job? I don't, not a good idea. That's not really, not the best idea, because you should be the main breadwinner. Also, this is his girlfriend and they're living in the same house, it appears. That was the first mistake.
Boyfriend that she believes in him, but I still don't really understand why he's not got a job at the same time. Like, you can do both.
I mean, if you're boyfriend and girlfriend and you live in the same house, I assume you sleep in the same bed. You're pretty much married, practically speaking, anyways. So there's really not much of a excitement to getting married after that. It's just kind of, well, the same thing that we had before, but with legal documents.
Might not be easy, but it's also not easy not having any money. If you got a job or a way of earning money at the same time as you chasing your dream, and you can put money into your dream. But like I said before, I think it's amazing that your girl's supporting your dreams. And if you guys have got a girl that don't support your dreams and don't believe in you,
She belongs to the streets.
Bit of an over-exaggeration. Wouldn't throw her out to the streets, literally. Figuratively, maybe. But yeah, let's do this one.
What's your one celebrity cheat pass? That's that one celebrity that even if you're dating the love of your life, you still want to have a pass to be able to cheat on them with.
Oh my god, this sounds.
No one.
So like cringy, but like I
Even if you're like doing it as like a haha joke, I would never actually do it, but you know I'm joking about that thing, and I'm like, nah, nobody.
genuinely don't have one. No. I'm not really into celebrities, and the love of my life, he's like phenomenal. So I can't imagine.
But what if he gave you a pass? If he was like, you're cool with sleeping with one celebrity, who's it gonna be?
I still would, cause like imagine if I said it. Like I was like, you have one you can cheat on me with. Yeah. If he actually cheated on me with someone, I'd be like. You.
I told you yesterday, fellas, not all women cheat. Don't think because you're seeing all this toxic bullshit on TikTok and social media that all women are like that, because they're not. That woman's wifey material, and so is this one.
You cooked all this food, but you sick, babe. Ain't you hungry?
And she's sick. Daggone.
I'm hungry, baby. I'm supposed to be taking care of you, baby, but I ain't gonna lie to you. Baby, you gotta eat.
I mean, even for me, that is a little much. Like, how you gonna eat all that food? Probably would have asked her to like dial it back a little bit, because especially it's fried food. You can't eat that. You can't eat all that much.
You gotta have lunch for tomorrow.
Well, he does have to have lunch for tomorrow. That's a good point.
And you know, we gotta have something to eat tomorrow too. But babe, you sick. I'm supposed to be taking care of you. That's fine.
When you're in a relationship,
Well, you can do both. You can take care of each other.
Okay.
what do you bring to the table?
Everything. I bring the whole table.
What's on the table?
I mean, there's
Well,
loyalty.
Obviously, you don't bring the whole table, because man brings in the bread.
There's emotional stability. There's financial stability.
And you actually do get financial stability, even if the wife isn't out working the same as you are. You do get financial stability, because if you're working by yourself, well, you're still working a job like you would be with a wife, but then you have to come home, clean your apartment, and take care of your apartment, take care of whatever is going on there. But if you're married, you do have a job, but that you can come home to a clean house. You don't have to think about the house, so you can spend more focus on your job. Therefore making more money. So that actually does add financial stability, even if she herself is not working.
You would like to contribute financially as well.
Yeah, of course. I don't think a man or a woman necessarily, like, there's no breadwinner. You know, I can be the breadwinner as a woman, you can be the breadwinner, you know?
If everybody makes bread, there's more bread on the table.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
Power
not
couple
necessarily.
vibes.
See, it's good to see a woman that wants to contribute and doesn't expect everything from her man. Because I always say this, but it feels like some of these women want a father, not a partner. And I'm not saying money's the thing that makes you happy, but it does help.
Dang! They dropping a note?
Oh my gosh. Are you excited to take it home?
It's not my car.
Yes, it is.
Yours? I guess so.
The exact one you've been wanting.
It's quite nice. The car he's wanted since he was 14.
What are you doing? Whose car is this?
I can't really relate to this one because I don't really have like a dream car or anything, but I could see how that would be nice. Not really a car guy.
Tell me whose car this is.
This is your car.
Tell me whose car this is. No games.
Don't you want to drive this?
You didn't, but you actually bought it.
Yeah.
Gosh!
Funny thing is, every time we've had a few videos so far where a woman does something like this for her husband or boyfriend, pretty much every time this happens, I know the exact answer that's going to happen from this boyfriend, which is, I love this car, but I love you more. It's a bit corny. They all say the same exact things, but it's true.
Why did you buy it?
True, because I love you. 70, that's crazy.
It's actually not that impressive.
What?
It's not that impressive.
Yeah, it is.
No.
To me, it is. You know what they say?
What?
They say comparison is the thief of joy. You compare yourself to others and you'll never be happy. So that's impressive weight. Who cares what other people lift?
Comparison is the thief of joy. If you're constantly comparing yourself to others, you're never going to enjoy moments.
So originally I would have a bit of a problem with this, because the man is supposed to propose, of course. But later on, after what this guy explains, I understand. I was completely fine with it.
Now, there was people that were actually getting mad about this and didn't like it because they were saying, why is a woman proposing to a man? But apparently he actually also proposed, and she was just doing that as a gesture to show that she wants it as much as he does. Fellas, you gotta get you a woman that wants you as much as you do or wants you more.
There's a lot of food, and it all looks really delicious.
Sensational.
What do you bring to the table when you're in a relationship?
Beer.
Beer?
Yeah.
It's a very good answer. Other than that, maybe some inner values?
Loyalty.
Loyalty, nice. What else?
Is it not enough?
A man should never have to pack his own lunch. You're already cooking dinner. Why not set an extra chicken leg, an extra potato, and an extra serving of broccoli to the side so he can have a lunch ready to go in the morning? I'm telling you, it's a big flex for him to be sitting in that break room with coworkers and he's got a nice lunch packed and it's smelling good, and throw a little note in there and telling him what you're going to do later on that night.
It also kind of benefits her. Kind of gives him an opportunity to brag about his wife. Can imagine his coworkers sitting at the table, they're all bringing out their lunches on lunch break, and then he brings out this delicious, huge plate of food that looks really, really good. And then all the coworkers are like, "How did you get that? What is that?" And then he's like, "Oh yeah, my wife, she made it for me, bro." And they're all just kind of jealous that he has such a good wife. So it also kind of benefits her.
Man should never have to ask for encouragement. The world beats our men up enough. Why is he being beat up at home? If this man is handling all of his business and he has a day where he's feeling down and he's feeling like he can't do it, encourage that man. Speak life into that man, because the better he feels, the better he can make you feel. Teamwork. This man should never have to ask for intimacy. Why are we using it as a weapon?
She gets it, she hit the nail on the head. Now compare this to the modern day women's list. Over 6 foot tall, more than 6 figures, just ridiculous things, 1% type things.
If a woman is like feminine, submissive, brings you peace, she's ambitious and just like listens and, you know, does those things, then I think then men will want you.
But I've learned now, like, just let him, if a man wants to do it, let him do it. Like, let him be the man. It was really funny. So I was on the train the other day. I'm on the phone to my friend. This guy had asked to take me to dinner. And so I'm talking to my friend about it. She's just like, "Oh, suggest to go here instead." And then I said to her, I was like, he's just like stepped up as a man to take me out on a date. Why am I now going to shut him down with my suggestion? Just let him do it.
It looks like all them dates she's been on actually taught us.
I don't know if I exactly agree with that, but because I think it's fine for the woman to have another opinion, of course, and suggest possibly something else. But then if the man insists, "No, we go here," then you go on and submit. But yeah, if you have another opinion, yeah, state it. It's fine.
She's starting to understand.
Ladies, let's play a game. Role reversal. It is us as women who chase the men. We get their number. We call them. We text them. We ask them out on a date. We pick
What the feminists want. They want a complete role reversal. Actually, that's what the left does most of the time, like entirely. They not only do they take something and they make it bad, they take something and they do literally the exact opposite of it. They take what is good, what is bad, verse it. For example, they think men can become women. That's a completely inverted thing. They want women to be masculine and then men to be feminine. That's a complete inversion of the truth, which is exactly what this lady is stating.
the restaurant. We go and pick them up.
Oh yeah, criminals are justified sometimes according to them, and then the innocent people are the people who have committed the crimes according to them sometimes.
You say, get what you want, and they order a starter, a main, dessert. We pick up the check. We then take them home and get a little kiss on the cheek. We earn on average 40, 50, 60k a year. Would you be picking the Shards or the Bob Ricards of this world, where you're expected to pay maybe £200-300 on a date with a man that you may never see again.
Can you buy me a drink? Someone stole my wallet.
Stuff like this is likely scripted, to be honest.
Okay, thank you.
Now, I'm not sure this could be a skit because I've seen this guy do quite a few videos like this. But if it isn't, and I f with her energy, she don't listen to her friends, she just does what she wants. There's so many girls that you'll start seeing and their whole opinions are based on what their friends think. They can't think for themselves.
Women very often are swayed about the opinions around them. They're more likely, they're oftentimes easier to change their values based on what other people think around them, which is a weakness that they genuinely do have, whereas men actually sometimes can be a weakness. Sometimes it's actually a benefit because you're more easily convinced of sometimes the right opinions, but then other times men do have the stronger based values because not because they're necessarily right, they're not necessarily wrong, because they're likely to be more confident in their values, likely to have more willpower in what they believe.
So is their sheep.
Texting my boyfriend, you forgot to say him. Yes.
Yes.
What you doing?
You forgot to do something.
I know, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to. Are you mad?
Maybe.
No, you're not. I love
Again, bit of a black pill, but these kind of, dating videos, oftentimes they're scripted, gonna be honest.
you. I'm really sorry. I won't let it happen again.
Be cautious.
Goodbye.
Things that are great about guys. We feel like nowadays you guys are really underappreciated a lot. You guys think super practically. Girls sometimes we get caught up.
That's also incredibly true for guys. Me especially, like even more than most guys. I think like ridiculously practically. Sometimes I think it might be a little unreasonable. Even like my mom, what am I, British? My mom will she'll have on like a bracelet, and I say, oh, so is that, what is it, how much does that cost? Like $5, maybe $2? And she's like, oh, it costs $60. I'm like, Mom, you bought that thing for aesthetics for $60? $60 for some jewels, for some sparkles on your wrist, and just take some glitter and then you got sparkles. That's good enough. Anyways, yeah, I am much more practically minded than aesthetically minded. Sometimes it's too much, in my opinion.
Up with our emotions in our head, but when we come to you with a problem and you just give us the facts and say you're being dumb, it's helpful. You guys like to take the lead, and girls like that. You're very protective. You're just looking out for our safety and well-being. It's like personal bodyguards all the time. You guys are goofy.
Sad that any of this has to be stated. I mean, if this TikTok came out in the 1950s, obviously it couldn't have. But if this TikTok came out in the 1950s, everyone would have been like, well, yeah, there's no really reason to state it, obviously. But, sadly, this kind of stuff needs to be stated now.
And you bring out a goofy side in girls. I feel like we care a little too much about what other people think sometimes. Don't be fooled.
Exactly what I said before. Similar to what I said before. So oftentimes they can care a little too much about what other people say, like their friends, and swayed by their friends' opinions.
Well, not all women think men are bad these days.
I'm convinced that I'm dating the hottest man alive, and nobody can tell me otherwise. Like, every single day, I'm blown away by how f***ing hot this man is.
It's a good looking dude. Yeah. Anyways, that might be the last one I'll watch. I'll probably post this clip on YouTube of me watching these. This one, I did see this one, and that is not right. That's actually a little too much. Her kneeling down to another man, because the Bible specifically says you kneel to no man, you only kneel to God. So that's too far, actually. But I get the sentiment, and is good, but not kneeling is a little much. I mean, and this, the title is Kings. It says Kings, which bit of hyperbole, it's a little bit of an exaggeration, but this is genuinely, yeah, she's treating him like a king. She's kneeling down, which is is a little too much. So this clip is not hyperbole.
Sensational.
Fellas, never take your eyes off your girl.
Oh yeah, I did see this. So look, this dude, see that dude? He's going up to bowl, and then, yep, that dude just came up, inserted his number into the woman's hand. Except I don't think she took it, which honorable and respectable to her.
What a sneaky little snake, bruv. I just don't get this. Why'd you have to step on another man's toes? There's plenty of other fish in the sea. Respect her for being loyal. She didn't take the number.
Now, it depends. If you see him being like an absolutely horrible person and like really abusive to his girlfriend, then yeah, sneak him there. It's not even necessarily for your sake. Give her the opportunity to get out of that.
You loyal.
If you had to cheat on your boyfriend with one guy in the entire world, who would it have to be?
Ian Somerhalder, Harry Styles, MGK. I would never cheat on my boyfriend. He's the love of my life.
Look at the way they laugh at her like she's some sort of lame for saying that.
Men are so simple to satisfy in a relationship. They
Very true.
only need 3 things in order to be happy: sex, respect, and to be left alone.
To be left alone. I think that one's variable between guy to guy. Generally, I think, yeah.
That's it! That's it!
It's a big plate. I got dessert for you.
Sometimes I think what I want from this life is to get rich and famous, and then I'll see shit like this, and then I'll be like, do I really want all that, or do I just want somebody that's gonna make me dinner and start twerking after?
Although, shouldn't post it on TikTok. Because you wife twerk, that twerk is for you. Twerk is not for the internet. So, I wouldn't have posted it because of that, but yeah, whatever.
We're pretty simple creatures. I mean, it is deeper than that. You need a woman that's loyal, respectful, knows how to communicate. But that's not a bad start.
So nice.
Oh, and this one. The most wholesome things on earth, to me, are things like this. Things specifically with older people, kids, animals, and marriage. Like kind acts in marriage, which is pretty much this entire video. Those 4 things, those are like some of the most wholesome things on earth. And so this is combining one of those 2, which is marriage and old people. So it's so kind. So nice, so wholesome, love it. My grandma are 95 and 90 years old. They've been married for like 68 years. Holy cow. Congratulations to them. 68 years is a lot. And I can tell why.
So much you can't even get it in your head.
I can tell why they've been married for 68 years. It's a happy marriage right there.
5 minutes.
He tells you?
Yes, and then I have to drop everything, tell him the same thing.
Just to tell me how masculine and vibrant I am.
Movie night with G. She offered to pay for the tickets. Caught me off guard. Refused my money for food. Guess who's the lady tonight?
No, you pay for food. You don't pay for all that. Because it's something that you're doing together. So yeah, you gotta pay for that, man. Come on.
Then paid for the TTRS. Things getting serious now. Have to let it hit tonight for sure.
Mommy. Mommy. I don't want to buy.
Gotcha.
This is everything I did for my boyfriend today as a stay-at-home girlfriend.
Alright, I'm sure this is gonna be great. First thing you did wrong is that you're living with your boyfriend. Just gonna say it.
The first thing I always do is make him a coffee. He loves these lattes with some cinnamon on top.
It's very
and then I
sweet.
take it down to his office.
I do love a good coffee. We have a great coffee machine. I love it. Actually, that might have been the exact coffee machine that we have. Is that? Nah, it's close. I think it might be.
And then I take it down to his office for him. Then he handed me his water bottle to fill up. I tidied up our room and made the bed. Made Luke some chicken salad on toast. Then made him another latte because he always likes to have a second one in the afternoon. When it came around dinner time, I started to get cooking. I make dinner every night. Tonight I made lamb meatballs, which is one of Luke's favorites.
Lamb is the best meat to make meatballs with, I will say that. How do I know that? Well, me and my mom love watching cooking shows together. So I don't cook, but I might be able to actually give you a few cooking tips.
Meals.
Doing this now as a modern woman, looking after your man and being proud of it is seen as a failure. You're not seen as a strong woman for doing this anymore, which is why there's so many women that aren't doing it.
Oh, Danny boy.
I told him, holy cow, that looks like a good steak right there.
What?
You really went to cook, huh?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I can tell she don't do that often because man's is looking at that plate like there's poison in it.
I just got an email from my bank saying that my deposit was made today. I didn't make a deposit today, and half my home loan's gone.
Really?
Did someone accidentally put money into my home loan?
Not accidentally.
Where the hell did that come from? What? What?
It was me.
What?
I paid for it.
Why?
Because you deserve it. You do so much for me. All
What?
the time, every day, and yeah. Hey.
How?
Hey.
What?
One problem that some people would have with this video is, oh, why you crying, bro? Don't you cry. Which I don't like men to cry generally. But whenever it's, the hard times, whenever you've had a bad day from work, don't come home and cry to your wife. Chill. Don't cry. But I think it's generally okay to cry in the happy tears moments. I think that's okay. That's wholesome. That's alright. Because the idea of not crying, especially when you're married, is because if you ever do cry when you're in distress or sad, both your wife and kids will see that and see you as not really a strong leader anymore, and they might get worried because the leader of the family is starting to cry, and so, oh gosh, something's not good, something's going wrong. But this is in one of the happy moments, so it's all right. But I will also make an exception for the much harder times, like, I don't know, someone dies in your family. I get it. It's all right. But for the most part, yeah. When we're talking about sad tears, no, don't cry.
Hey, come here. You deserve it, okay?
What?
I love you so much.
Why did you do that?
Because I love you, babe.
No, that's too much, Kate.
No, it's not. It's not even enough.
That shit's fucking crazy and it obviously meant the world to him. Me personally, I couldn't accept that. It's very rare that someone would do something like this for a man. Most men have to do shit themselves. So when someone does something like that, you get reactions like that.
Why do girls give up when things get bad and they don't try to fix it?
Don't trip. Yes, we got you. Okay, at the end of the day, if she really wants to be with you, she's going to want to be with you. She's gonna fix it no matter what. If she's not trying to fix it, bro, walk away. What are you doing? Like, I'm so sorry to tell you this straight up.
Yeah.
She doesn't want you.
Exactly.
She does not want you. Do not keep trying. Do not offer her. Can I bring over some food? No.
What is that? Let me read real quick. Oh wait, different language. Never mind. So, don't know what happened, but I'm sure whatever happened was good.
So this is a Brazilian footballer called Alex Telles. He's waiting for news to see if he's being called up for international duty for the World Cup, which is like every football player's dream. And as you can see, his girlfriend's sharing the dream with him.
Top 5 ways to keep a man in a relationship.
Respect, space, feminism.
Again, space, probably variable between some dudes.
Loyalty.
Yes.
And then...
Feminism I would disagree with, though.
What's the last one? Oh, fun. Guys want options, so always know that if you want to, like, fuck another female, like, y'all...
That's not what I'm talking about, though. No. You kind of just, you said loyalty before, and that's kind of the opposite of a loyalty. But, yeah.
can fuck another female. He don't gotta cheat. Y'all can do it together.
Oh, say less.
But the female has to be open. The female gotta realize that though.
You said feminism. Did you mean femininity?
No, feminism as in like you need to.
Yeah, because I was about to say that literally everything you listed is the exact opposite about that. It's the exact opposite than feminism. So that was a bit confusing for a second, but now she's clarifying what she actually means.
To be submissive to your man. Like if your man wants something, you go get
So
it. Not
mean,
oh.
So she means femininity. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, you gotta question your man and ask everything. Why this or why that?
Well, you got married.
Yeah, I just got married. Just eat some McDonald's. That's nice.
I like to see this because in my opinion marriage has become really fake, especially with social media. Everyone just seems in competition to see who can spend the most money, who's got the nicest dress, and then people end up forgetting about the celebration itself. To see a couple that happy just eating McDonald's, that just shows they didn't get married for any of the extra bullshit.
Is it any wonder why men's mental health is in crisis?
Yes, because soon as
What is the main cause? Well, generally everyone's mental health has went down, but one extra factor would be telling men that they should not be masculine, which is exactly what feminism says.
a man opens up to a woman and tells them like their deepest, darkest secrets, women tend to use that against men.
It's facts! It's facts! It's not facts. These facts are not facts.
I had a day off while my husband worked overtime to provide a comfortable living for his family. It makes my husband happy when I greet him when he walks through the door. Long hugs are his favourite, I can feel the love. House clean, dinner cooked, quality us time. All he has to do is shower and relax while I take care of the rest. Man, she's a keeper, bruv. Submission is what makes it work, so I've learned that working on the same team as my husband is far more effective than competing for control.
That's what I'm talking about!
I'm grateful to have you in my life, and I want to continue to grow with you. So I could have bought you a watch, or I could have bought you a chain, but instead I wanted to buy you an asset, something that you could benefit and make money from. A villa in the Dominican Republic.
Not bad.
You smart.
Where's the best place to go on a first date?
Okay, Nando's.
Ooh, this is a good question to ask, actually. Something where you're actually conversating and talking to each other. One of the most common ones is a movie date. Bad idea. Just kind of sitting next to each other, just watching the same movie. You're not really talking, you're not really learning about each other's life. Bet the best place would probably be just somewhere general, somewhere where there's not a lot of distraction, there's not a lot of noise around you. Just like out in the outdoors. Honestly, just I don't know if you have like a backyard, you have like a bigger property, or even like a state park. Just go out in the wilderness. Just walk around and talk. That's probably the best. Because even at restaurants, it's a little better than movie theaters, because you're sitting next to each other, conversating, actually face-to-face talking to each other. But there's all these other distractions around you, like other people eating, other people around you. There's a bunch of noise, other people talking, and, eating food with more distractions. So generally, just somewhere nice, peaceful, and quiet, where the main focus is learning about each other, getting to know each other. So like a nice walk through nature, I think would be a good suggestion.
Nando's! I know, cut the camera! Cut the camera! You love chicken?
Nando's.
Now, for those of you not from the UK, Nando's is a chicken spot, and it's not that expensive. It's not like a real fancy, posh place. So the fact that she's saying that for a first date would suggest that she's pretty humble.
So I was watching this video on social media, and this lady was like, men get their first bouquet of flowers at their funeral, and it proper hit me for 6. I know Adrian doesn't care for flowers, but I just want to show him I appreciate him, so I bought him a bouquet. Hi.
I mean, flowers for a dude. I mean, knowing us, dudes tend to be more practical, and so like flowers, sure, they look nice, maybe they smell nice, but like, what's the practicality to it? It's just like, alright, whatever, it's kind of alright. Which, if I had a girlfriend, I wouldn't tell her that they're just all right. I'd say, oh yeah, they're great. Yeah. Not the best.
I bought you some flowers.
A woman who tend to be more aesthetically centered, It's a good one. But even better than that for women is chocolate. I know this from my my mom and from pretty much every other woman I know. They just freaking love it. They go crazy. Whatever, you just get some chocolate.
Why? Because I want to let you know I appreciate you and I love you. And this lady was saying that men get their first bunch of flowers at their funeral, and I don't want to wait for that to come for you. I love you.
I can't lie, if someone gave me a bouquet of flowers, I'd probably be like, why the fuck are you giving me that? But when I hear the thought behind it and why she done it, it's pretty deep.
How he expects me to walk around school. What does it say? Let me see. Let me read it for a sec. If you want to, that's
yeah.
quite a nice.
Don't accept any lessons. If you're a young,
if you want to, that's a very nice gesture. I'm sure he would absolutely love that. And the best thing about it is that it shows that you are proud of him, and it shows that you are very glad and are willing to share with the rest of the world that you are his girlfriend. So it is a nice gesture. I wouldn't go around like requiring it. So, yeah, but if you want to do that as a nice gesture, a gift to your boyfriend, I'm sure he'll love it. And it'd probably be the same inversely if you want to do that for your girlfriend.
Young guy and you gotta go and she's not walking around school with this on her head.
She belongs to the streets.
That's a bit of an over-exaggeration, but no. I'll probably stop streaming for 4 hours. It's just not consistent enough to keep it. I'll probably lower it to like 2 hours. Plus now I'm doing after stuff, uploading content to YouTube. What other ones we got? Let's do the last one. So I get how this would be nice if a man cares about his hair, but I personally, I don't really see it be the best thing ever because I'm not someone who cares about my hair all that much. It's just kind of sits there. It's just kind of whatever. And so, I see how that could be nice if you had a guy that actually cares about his hair. But me, he's like,
Actually, get this off of my screen. We get it. Y'all happy. We don't really care.
These two send us tequila shots, so we return the favor with a beer tower. No. Oh. Go outside, Sparky. Good boy. Bye, Mom, Libby. Anyways, so now we're here at a bit of a generosity war, I like to call it, is where people give something and then the person that they gave it to give something back that's even bigger, and so it's a bit of a generosity war. Here it seems nice, but sometimes it can be a little more condescending. Sometimes it can be like, no, I'm the more generous person. No, I'm the more generous person. Here you go. And sometimes you get a little condescending like that. But no, this seems to be in good faith.
He's going to show that to his son in the future and say, that's how I met your mother.
A woman swam from Bangladesh to India to marry a man she met on Facebook.
Bangladesh, India. How do you swim from Bangladesh to India? Aren't they connected?
Habibi, no more excuses are allowed. If she says, sorry, I can't come, the bridge is closed,
Oh, that's a little bit of an exaggeration.
Tell her to swim and send her this. It should be noted that she was arrested, but the point was made, people.
Hey, what is it the women say? If he wants to, he will. Well, let's change it. If she wants to, she will, bruv. She'll swim from fucking Bangladesh.
Both of you will. Both of you should. To everyone who has paid 19 euros, not dollars, and 95. What do they call it over there? Pence, I think, maybe? To watch Paul Revere. I guess I'm not an idiot then, because I have no idea what that is.
You silly, silly boy!
When we get married, there's no such thing as divorce.
100%.
Agreed.
You're tired of me?
You kill him. Huh?
Go to bed.
If you're tired of her, don't go to bed, because don't go to bed angry in general. That's a general piece of advice. I get what she's trying to say, though.
We'll try again tomorrow.
World record. Oof. What is this, a pole vault?
Perfect.
Daggone.
Hey, like I always say, get a girl that supports you and enjoys doing it. But away from that, that shit was impressive as fuck.
How do you feel about open relationships? I don't.
Yeah.
No.
Neither do I.
He won't, and I won't, no.
When she picks up on your hobbies and gets more invested than you.
This actually happened the exact same thing happened with both my grandpa and grandma. Back in the day, whenever they first got married, my grandpa absolutely loved football, and so my grandma was willing to learn football for him and sit down and watch it. So he goes and teaches her all the rules and everything, and then later on in life she ends up liking it more than him. Oftentimes I'll look over and I see my grandpa in the middle of a football game. He's just kind of dozing off, kind of asleep, doesn't really care all that much. And then my grandma is screaming at the TV, "That was a stupid call, Grandma!" And it's hilarious knowing the backstory to that. Also, probably couldn't see the text there, but it says this is a long distance relationship. And he didn't even recognize her at first, so she had to take off the hat. Oop.
He had to look twice. He didn't even recognize his own girlfriend, bruv.
Can you be in a relationship with an alpha
When I say she spoke straight facts to this man.
male?
Yes, I'm very
Can
submissive.
you be submissive?
I'm very.
I don't really buy into the whole alpha male, beta male thing, because it's kind of like I don't really like to categorize things. I would more say try the best you can, and then that's all you can. Just try the absolute best you physically can. That's the best you do. Don't worry about it other than that, because then people start to get self-conscious.
Submissive. All women can be submissive. It's a choice.
It's facts! It's facts! It's not facts. These sizes are not facts.
Look at her hand. Look at her right hand, bro. She caressing his forehead, bro. It's unnecessary.
Point if you having a gym wife that pushes you harder than you push yourself is a win.
Like, I want you
That's
to
quite
delete your
nice.
Instagram. What would you do? My husband? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, get rid of it right away. I don't even have an Instagram. I actually before I made this Twitch account, and before I made YouTube, I didn't have any YouTube channels. I didn't have any social media whatsoever. Sure, I went on to YouTube once in a while, but it was always like a guest account or something.
What? I would do it. I swear to God, I would. Okay, but let me, like, the things that you said.
Are you insane?
No, I would actually do it. Cause
Why would you say that?
You asked me the question. Let me explain.
Yeah, it's crazy that she's mind blown by that. Wow.
I think that if he's providing for me, and
That's basic necessities.
No.
Shut up, bitch!
No, you said he's spoiling you. He's providing
Basic.
for you.
Basic.
No. But if he's giving me the life that I want, because you know this though. But how many times have I said that? I genuinely think I was born to be a mom. Like I always say, I feel like
a mom with Instagram.
If you had to bet which one's going to be happily married and which one's...
Mom with Instagram. Holy cow. Imagine if you were that kid's mom and then she had an Instagram. You just casually scroll on Instagram one day and then you see your mom post kind of a saucy pic and you're just like, oh gosh, Mom. I gotta stop doing that. Even if it was like not current but like earlier on in her 20s or whatever. It's not a very nice image to see. It's not very healthy.
One's gonna end up with cats. I wonder which one you'd all bet on.
You go home with the guy, all right?
Okay.
Pulls down his pants, and it's this big. What are you doing?
I'm not gonna speak on that because I respect men. You wouldn't want them saying that about a woman, be like, oh, her tits are too small. You know what I mean?
I am my husband's favor. I will be a loving wife. I will be a submissive wife.
Imagine if the plot twist was that the husband's there filming and he's got a paintball gun and he's like, say everything I'm telling you to say, bitch.
He says, hey, order whatever you want. Don't go for the most expensive thing on the menu. Don't go for the caviar. Don't go for the steak that costs $300. Like, be super respectful of the person taking you out.
I mean, you'd think this is the normal, polite thing to do, but nowadays, with social media, all these...
Just in general, honestly. If someone's paying for you, you should probably try to go to the cheaper side.
Girls are expecting you to live like a rapper and buy them everything on the menu. So I'm all for women explaining these simple things again so young girls lower their expectations.
Can I pay for my dinner, please?
No, everything is paid.
This is the second time in Algeria. No, more seriously, who paid for my food?
What?
A woman paid for me.
Yeah.
No, are you serious?
Very serious.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Girlfriend buys her boyfriend VIP nav tickets. His reaction is priceless.
I wonder what it is.
Bro, the VIP too? Bro, what's the bro? In LA? Oh, baby, you're fucking up. It's told me even the VIP.
That's quite nice.
When someone gets you a gift that's more personal like that, it just means more. The next one I'm about to show you would have meant a lot to me because this girl got her boyfriend tickets to see Messi. Take a look at this.
Just more awesome stuff. Still great work.
It's all good, honey. Bless your heart. It's all good. It's your turn.
Mama there to support him. So wholesome.
It ain't his time. It's your time. Be encouraged. You hear me? And keep on working, because it's going to come for you. And you take it to him. It's all good. Good fight. It was a good fight, man. A good fight. Just be encouraged. Go back to the drawing board. I got it. That's it.
Every single one of Tyra.
Also, noticeably, he is crying, which after the game, even after you lost, is not the best thing to do. But the way to fix that is not to say, "Oh, shut up, stop crying, man up," or whatever. Put it a little more gently. Just say, "Everything's alright. Just stop crying. You gotta man up a little bit. Just stop crying."
Tyron Woodley's fights, his mum's there by her side, she's supporting, she's screaming.
Of course, they're not going to say that because they're women and they're naturally a little softer, a little more gentle.
When he loses, she's there like you just seen. It's important for men to have strong male role models, but if you've got a strong woman in your life, then I think it's more unlikely you're going to pick a shitty woman in the future.
Just be like, imagine being a man first bad bitch. Girl, imagine being a man first real bitch. Imagine being the first woman he ever dated that actually got a personality. Imagine being the first that make him want to be a better man.
That's what I'm talking about!
When you're dating a geek, so you pretend you're into that stuff too. You know Sheila.
Who knows, over time you might actually end up liking it. Anything that you're doing with your significant other, you'll over time continue to like it more and more because you're doing those specific things with someone that you love, and then your brain will make the connection to that thing you love, which is your boyfriend, and the thing that you're doing with him, which is the kind of Comic-Con thing. So over time, you might actually start to like it.
Loki enjoyed it.
So when we first got married, I told her, I said, hey, if you get mad at me or we get upset, I'll go in the next room.
Oh, we got a comment. There are only 2 genders. That's very insulting, sir. I'm you know, I am a lesbian dragon, okay? That's like so insulting. I'm a dragon that breathes fire and ice and wind, and sometimes I change to a lizard and a dinosaur. So that's my gender. It's very offensive, you know, like, and you should honestly go to jail for that. So
You ain't going to your mom, and I'm not running to my mom. We ain't running and telling them nothing.
That's another thing, because you know, marriage, everything everything that happens between you and your wife it happens between you, your wife, God. You don't gossip to your other family members. Can you believe what she did? You don't do that. You settle it within your own family. And if you do tell your other family members, tell her that you told your other family members, or at least get her permission first.
That's happening in here, because this is between you and me.
I think the whole concept of love, commitment, and marriage is not in its proper place today.
No,
a lot of
so
females feel like love is butterflies in your stomach.
Wow. Best point of the day so far. Thank you very much.
Looking perfect all the time. He's smelling good and he treating you like royalty all the time. That's not reality. It's not just a feeling when you love somebody. It's a decision that
Sure
you've
is.
chosen this person and you're going to be committed to this person.
Yeah, people want everything
Yeah.
to be perfect, and as soon as it isn't, they give up.
Wow.
People also have
Could not have said it better myself. Wow.
too many options, and they always think there's someone better for them out there. I don't actually see a lot of people having traditional
Unlock the
relationships
door.
like this in the future.
Hold on 1 second. I gotta go lock the door for Mom. Don't know where she's going, but I gotta go lock the door for her. People at YouTube, don't leave. I gotta keep my retention high. Hey, look at that. People from YouTube are still here. I'm back. Or they just skipped ahead, and that's cheating. That is cheating.
Take off your shirt.
Okay.
Yeah, my mother told me, she said, you never hit a man where he's weak. Never. It could be true, it could be real, but you don't hit him where he's weak because it'll turn around on you. You can get him to do what you need him to do, but you never hit a man where he's weak because they never forget it. It lives with them.
If you ever open up to a woman or being vulnerable in front of a woman,
Generally, things stick with us for the most part anyway. For example, compliments. Men are very compliment deprived. Forget about that oftentimes. But oftentimes, a lot of guys I know can testament to that. Women are surprised about when I say this, but sometimes, you know, someone will compliment us. I don't know, a shirt, especially if it's like a woman, even if it's like a really old grandma or something, and they'll say, "Oh, you like your shirt today." That compliment will honestly stick with us for the rest of our lives. This is not even hyperbole. I'm not kidding you.